during the group stage. Went crazy, as per. And yeah, it's testing time. You know, you saw Simple on Nuke. He was coming out swinging like there was no chance they were going to lose the game. He was going for these taps. He was going for some no-scopes at the end. He was swinging, you know? But I think that swagger is starting to leave the building a little bit. At least the office.
Okay. Crab walkers. Filthy creatures. But a part of the ecosystem. So they play their part. Tag back towards Ticket. He's not the only one. We got crab walkers and corner crawlers. Hampus just stays tucked. They overtake jungle in its entirety. 10-man retake. Let's get it on. Oof. Perfecto dies, or excuse me, kills. Frag grenade. Decent bank. You know, that drops Perfecto to something manageable. Simple. Finds timing out from Palace. Excellently done in that regard. Man advantage back up here for Navi. Now the desperation starts to sink in. You see it. They just try to run forward on top of the bomb and slip away with a defuse. But no, sir. Not allowed. Not gonna happen. Navi, take pistol.
Everything in the strat goes so well there. Like, take over jungle control. It's an open, empty site. They leave Simple in the halls. Simple finds the timing. They cover Boomich, I think, who's in jungle beautifully with Perfecto. And none of the rotators can get in. And of course, they need to be able to deal with this jungle area. That's the first critical moment. CT's wide open. They know that. The bomb's planted for everybody on the right side of the site. So Navi with that one. Driver's seat, pole position. See if they can keep the momentum flowing or not.
Now you're getting in the F1 references. It's infectious.
Oh yeah, pole position.
Yep. Scout up with the pistols, silence in middle. CT's really not showing their hand at all. But they do have this kernel defense on the A side, so if Navi want more of the same from that pistol round, then they could be walking on the landmines. But look, a redirection. And instead, it's going to be Hampus on B. Hampus, I like watching Hampus play B side on Mirage. I think it's, you know, for a guy who like can get very creative and change up positions round to round pretty consistently, it's just nice to have if B becomes a part of the problem. See if Navi head that way, but right now it's looking like that cat split to come through with it. Electronic and Bit in the apartments. Hampus playing beneath the windows. Very little support.
That's a really good smoke off cat. That slows things down a lot. They're going to maybe boost around it. They're talking about it for a second, but it helps Brehze get into the play. Still 3 CTs quite far away from all this action, and for some reason, NIP believe that this is some kind of fake. But Navi are not overthinking the situation. They're just going to press up on B in a few seconds.
Yeah, going to slice through this 2-man stack. Ooh, Hampus has gone unchecked. There's still a player up above him. Hampus gets his hands on an AK-47. 15 seconds to spare. Nice second kill here from Hampus. It creates a little bit of bedlam. Little HP for all 3 of the Navi players.
Man, if the rotations were there a little bit earlier.
Just a couple of seconds.
Yeah. And Hampus bought him 15 with that smoke on cat as well.
Even then, there's still a world where maybe they push this over the edge. Fuzi comes up from catwalk, finds Simple. Bit very much just stuck out in the open. No kit on the play, so it's now or never. And as they trickle out through the marketplace, they do get all 5 frags, but a 10-second defuse?
It's like right on the mark. I think they have it in the last second.
Oh, it's going to come close. Regardless,
yeah, they got it.
Super nice round.
Damn.
Oh, there's.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's worked out. You got 40 seconds on the bomb. It's a quarter circle. You still have to guess, kind of.
Yeah.
If it's going to be like right down to the second. So I'm going to make it unfun, you know, for all those moments where like, we don't have the music on or anything like that. So, but okay, they do it, man. I thought they blundered this position by not just stacking something. I mean, they even had like a force buy round, right? So you think, okay, try to rotate off that. It's a nice shot on the trade from tag, and NIP pull it off. They do it.
Big one from Hampus.
That's an AK down. They went with this play again. And now I think they're going to try to sit on it. They have Simple on the ramp. Incendiary down. Am I crazy? He did have an AK, right?
I think so. They're looking for it.
Yeah.
Where'd it go?
We're on the case.
I'm in the server. I'll go find it.
They can't, though. And there's no... They must think the CTs took it, but I swear the CTs... Fuzi has an AK. Where is he at? Did they get it to him? Too many questions, not enough answers. Let's move forward. kscreato also has one for himself.
He's on A, so that would make sense.
Yeah. All right, exec coming. Great nade.
Ooh. Double up from kscreato. foozz adds one to the tally. A site held strong until Perfecto gets his hands on a little bit, but he's going to try to pull that piece of string and unravel what's left of this. Too many bodies, too many players. Maybe a nade blew it away from them or something, but for foozz to have an AK, surely it had to have come.
foozz and kscreato both did.
Yeah.
But I didn't think that. Maybe the AK fell forward and then they grabbed it there. But either way, they secure that. They stop the immediate threat of Simple barreling up the A ramp all by himself and put that one to bed. Now, we did see money trouble on Overpass when they tried to incorporate a couple of those 1 AK buys. So maybe it wasn't the healthiest decision for the economy at the time. But this early in the game, why not try it?
You say that, but then we also talked about the the knockback effects last map.
Yeah.
Where they got towards the end of the half and suddenly they're short in a couple moments. We have to wonder. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. foozz dunks one. Ooh. 3 damage across 2 players. That's nothing.
Missed a bit there. Hit the lip. I'm going to take it slow. And just already kind of run their risk on the rounds.
Lobski, fall back here. Don't want to create that opening. But meanwhile, middle's all good. So everything being held on. Ninjas, very nicely done. Clean as can be. 5 guys up. There was a test there at the moment with foozz jumping. You know, could have created an opening. But other than that, all ninjas all day. 3-1.
No problem whatsoever. Again, the story's unfolding before us as the stats seem to be out the window in these past couple of days for NAVI. We know the Mirage is amazing, obviously, but yeah, NIP are good enough right now to be able to take one. This would be one hell of an upset. I mean, it's one thing to win, you know, in that first stage of the tournament, but with all that break after the losses too, for NAVI to still not pick it up, that would be startling. So, okay. That's a tag. Moving into his spot. Oh, he's going to get caught on that play. He'll drop one early.
Ooh, that's going to cost Hampus.
What?
Makes a bit of noise.
What is happening here? foozz top of mid, wrapping into spawn. 2 on the A ramp.
Moving parts all over the place. Look at the B
He's going
site.
to get to B, and he can come off of Cat to assist. I guess he can just escort them into the site, but they have to worry about the foozz cutoff as well.
For sure.
They didn't quite make a decision there, it looked like, and now they're starting to move off.
Oh,
foozz
weird
coming back
round.
towards Cat. This means Bit could actually get shot on the side, and it looks like that's about to... Oh no, foozz.
More than once today.
Foozers.
More than once.
Oh.
And you know, last time they were still able to push it over the line. This time, that's a potentially round-winning moment. Because if he gets that kill, then suddenly all this apartments play becomes in question. The guys at A don't feel so stranded.
You know, it's like no matter who you want to win that fight, you know, if you're a fan of one team or the other, it's just like you want that kill because it's so guaranteed to just
happen.
You know, he made the play, he got to the position, it was a free spray, and it just doesn't go his way. And here, boomish just, you know, catches a really small timing. It is kind of a weird overt risk to get into the ramp that early with the smoke up when, you know, lots of people default and hold the ramp, but it's a bit gambly.
That's a big one.
That stings.
I mean, a very weird round because of all the layers to it, but ultimately...
Even if you ask foozz, oh, we won that round. I just missed my spray.
Comes down to that one moment, that one shot. Now NAVI break through this CT spree.
Yeah.
They do it with 4 guys alive. Tough pill to swallow for foozz, but you can't dwell on it. You got to move along.
He can also lie.
That's true.
He can say he got one bulleted. No one was around to see.
Dead teammates?
I don't think...
Take the chance.
No one was dead yet, right? Because, oh no, one got killed in spawn.
Yeah.
Might not have been watching.
That's the thing.
You don't know.
Yeah, you take the chance.
kscreato was probably looking at A ramp, something like that around that area.
Sometimes it's okay to lie. That's one of those moments.
Yeah.
Double op setup out of ninjas, so clearly a little variation already coming through here. kscreato and foozz. Now, we had an interview with kscreato We asked him about his opping, and he said that it really only kind of makes sense here on Mirage. If he's going to pick it up, it'll be here. This is where the roles make sense. The formula for the ninjas.
I think we also saw Stag open G2 on Mirage and was looking good. You know, kind of fourth quarter performance. They still ended up losing the map, but you saw some impact there, opping from Ticket.
So we'll see if that's a successful endeavor here. Round 6, still early days in map 3, but I feel like we can already start to feel that pressure mounting. The reality of the situation, the loser of this sent to showdown.
It's a blessing to go to the showdown.
Well,
I always try to think about it as you qualify to the showdown.
okay, that's all right. Rose-tinted glasses.
NA had 3 teams already qualified. It's faster than anyone else. I mean, Europeans could never.
Oh man, nice clean headshot onto Simple. I love that optimism. Just when people try to kick down NA.
Yeah, we're already on the floor.
We've done something none of you could. That's funny. 30 seconds, foozz adds another.
He's
Electronics dead. Brehze headshot. And Bit's gonna try to bring it back. Jumping AK kill. We'll let him have it. You can take that one. It's not quite a, you know, I don't know, heaven to secret double deagle wallbang.
Yeah. Yeah, he went for it. There was only a little bit of HP left there. Okay.
Simple pops up.
Yeah.
Boom.
Wow. Nice shot. And
just as easy.
Yeah, with 2 frags on him for this rounds. Well done. You know, we have seen some good op rounds. We haven't seen many good rifle rounds out of him. And you can't always get the op. You don't want to end up being a JDM. You know. Gun's too expensive. But he can op.
He can op. Yeah, a little bit of redemption here. The arc has begun for foozz. He's 7-3, tied alongside Hampus right now for the most impactful players on NIP. Or the players with the most kills. A very quick diversion from A to B with electronic grabbing bomb. Diversion.
Kind of said diversion, but it almost spells the same.
Same, yeah, sounds the same too.
But you were clearly unconfident.
Doesn't matter what you say, as long as you
That's
say
when
it
you
with
lost
confidence.
twice. Yeah.
Minute on the clock here. T-side just with the mid setup. Nothing beyond that. Bit starting to scrape away some info in the apartments. Speaking of confidence, you know, NAVI kind of slowing it down these last couple rounds and walking into the oppers. This is 2 rounds in a row where the ops have really been impactful for the ninjas in pajamas. And it's boomich opping now. So we saw Perfecto earlier in the day.
No top con smoke, or sorry, no smoke to refresh it. 30 seconds up, and not if you're going to try, but now, I mean, now it's a time where ninjas look so confident about what's going on. Wow, foozz waiting inside that connector smoke. The rotations are still tiered towards B. They could go A.
They could.
They could go A, but man, they got to go somewhere.
Yeah, not another one of these rounds where they just fizzle out. That's a...
Boys.
What is...
Whoa.
No.
I mean,
just dead. It's just dead in the water.
I would say they definitely had a chance to pick a site there, even if it was a little sketchy to go A and harder to go B. That's really bad. I mean, they're kind of floating right now with some of these rounds. It's not looking too good. That's really strange. I mean, it's 3v4, but they're not Gambit. They try in those 3v4s.
Yeah.
They had full kits. And look, we're at 28 seconds. We find this kill. Decision needs to be made.
Exactly.
And it felt like that was the one thing they were worried about turning the corner on B, and it could have been difficult. But they still had all of mid. They had the option to try either side if they wanted to.
Keyword.
Not great.
Confidence.
Yeah.
If you're ninjas, you take that. You were expecting way more of a challenge. And NAVI just kind of limp into this one with 2 players on Desert Eagles. boomich has to give his gun over to Simple. Understandably.
They couldn't have even known that B was overstacked. I mean, they probably had a feeling there, but yeah.
Didn't even try.
Wow. It's not something you see too often from NAVI these days.
Could, of course, redeem themselves if they just burst through and take this round in the 8th. get back to winning ways. 3 players inside of Palace. S-Attack's been a consistency towards Ticket, and Fuzi has also been floating in like jungle, window, connector. So I do feel like Navi are priming themselves to walk right back into this double op setup. And the X factor is going to be the addition of Brehze playing close ramp. We're at 50 seconds, and the hesitancy is still here. Boomich versus Brehze, that's going to be a big fight, but with Boomich only on the deagle, is it much of a fight? Now suddenly S-Attack has to give up his spot. Fuzi gets one op shot to connect. A bit of a crossfire here between the snipers, and Brehze's position goes unnoticed, but Boomich turns it with bit, both the deagles. Here's Hampus on the peek up from Ticket. Gets them off of the attempted bomb plant, but Simple then missing a shot and dropping bomb. 10 seconds left for them to pick that up and get their damn plan. Boomich still with just the deagle. Offer on the stairs, missing shots. NIP still fighting, and all they have to do now is end Boomich. They've done it. Another flub from Navi.
This is tough, man. This is a hard game to digest. First of all, how do they get that close? I mean, the way that Brehze and his teammate plays it here, there's no kind of cooperation between him and his CT player. They let him into the site. 3 kills come instantly, and then the bomb gets interrupted. A shot gets missed. There's even a chance in that 1v2 for Boomich. He can't find it. That is, I mean, frustrating is like the tamest word you could use right now. Wow. And NIP will be happy to just take that. They're in the lead. They're seeing a weak Navi before them. They won that last round, having them just kind of resign to themselves, just to the clock.
Those 2 rounds that are just, it just feels weird. Feels like something's wrong.
Yeah, so wrong.
Feels like we've got a flat tire on the Navi side. Oh, and Fuzi's going to keep it sharp. I mean, here's the thing. You smell blood in the water versus Navi on map 3 decider, then start pulling out shots like that. Plopsky will be tested on B. Players jumping down on top of him. Disjointedness in the timing. Simple 2 seconds after the second player, who is also somewhat delayed. And so it's another relatively easy hold for the Ninjas. 7 rounds to 2.
Play that Fuzi shot back.
Twice. First of all, dropping underpass onto bit.
What is that?
Oy,
oh, you couldn't see him.
I said twice.
Damn. That's a good one.
Thanks, guys.
Double op setup working out beautifully. Triangulated Boomich just based on the trajectory of the Molotov. Pistols up again for Navi.
Wow.
Round 10. 2 rounds.
Something's funky. Tons of damage off of that grenade. Fuzi's going to be feeling himself in middle here under the threat of these pistols pushing up. Oh, another one. Oh, Plopsky dunks it. Oh, Navi's getting battered. Navi's getting beat up, bullied, busted, bruised. And it doesn't look good, dude. They are quiet.
Yeah.
They are quiet.
This map is too simple to give up. I didn't mean to pun there. Wow, that's nuts. What is that, bowling alley?
I love that second where Electronic just stops moving, like he accepts fate. Ay.
Ever played squash with grenades?
No, but I imagine it looks something like that. Ninja's on fire. This is gonna, I mean, it's starting to feel like they're peeling further and further away from Navi. If I've learned anything though, of course, Navi, they can just remind you in an instant.
Copio. I'm willing to say that now.
Yeah.
After these last 2 maps, I got. Okay. What a great piece of utility out of the Ninjas. Fire looks good on their logo. See, the confidence is right behind it. And Simple with an opening to change things.
Yep.
Brehze, will he look for a timing peak?
He's gonna
He
get
can
pressure.
feel the discomfort and okay, Perfecto will crush him.
There it is. Cope on that. Simple.
Back in the game.
Tagged ever so slightly, but they at least know there's a threat towards the CT spawn, and Simple's gonna have to bring the bomb. The last time we had Navi on this bomb site, things got wacky.
But let me ask you a question. Who do you think is going to win this game? We see a really good round at a Navi, but they're already behind. I mean, this is exactly what happened on Overpass. And Ninjas did close it, and they didn't even give up that much of a lead at the end. You know, they actually did just close it and make it look pretty good.
It just feels so wrong to say anything other than Navi.
Yeah.
This was the game I was the most certain about coming into today.
Yeah. Well, do you want to be right, or do you want to be brave, or do you want to be both?
That's not true. I expected Vitality to win. Hampus runs in desperately.
Oh. He missed.
Yeah, okay.
He left.
We do a little trolling.
Oh. Wow. That is not normal either.
Don't forget about your bomba.
He missed, man. What is going on?
I mean, Hampus made that weird with the crouch.
I can't believe he just left after that.
It's like, sorry, never mind.
Like, he took a second to get off it, too. The thought crosses his mind. He cannot miss twice. He shouldn't have missed the first time. He cannot miss twice.
And so he runs. Okay. So Navi remind us they're not dead yet. The Ninjas fire extinguished, still leading by 5.
Hampus is going to be the kill leader on this series.
Damn.
Feels like no matter what happens now. Okay, maybe not. Simple's still ahead. Straight back and forth. So much early run pressure inside of middle. CT's dealing with it so well, though. Being active, being present here. Dropping in so many good HEs. And this is what Navi want to do. This is their game plan. Get out underpass, take over middle control, and they just keep getting bullied for it. But starting to walk up the A ramp. This time we don't have Rad sitting inside the site. It feels like that's where he'd be in a compromised spot. So I feel like we're in a position one better than last round here for NIP. And they've got Navi scared on mid. Do they peel back off the ramp? They still got Perfecto and Tetris. Trade comes down in front of Connector. This could make the intentions clear that it might be A, but look at how fast they've moved all the way to the other side of the map. This is a sick move from Navi.
Yep.
They just showed presence in the front of Connector, shooting to the top of it with Perfecto on Tetris. How could you not bite on this? Bomb's about to get planted, and the CTs go, damn it.
Completely fooled.
That was nice.
Good move. And that is the reason that we look to Navi. You know, they've got solutions. It's frustrating moments.
Oh, there's more that Perfecto can actually win here. I mean, if he plays his cards correctly in this spot, he can get an opper. He could probably, I think that maybe that'll be the one kill. Starting to move out to CT.
Even.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Could have. Definitely, definitely could have.
He has the info for them, but now they're going to be aware of the flank.
Look at these keen beans, man. Already standing in their spawn, ready for the next round.
Yeah.
3 of the 4. Pop skill holding the corner. The Ninjas have to let this one slide. They fell for it. Good rotation by Navi. Good clean calls. That means to me, like, you know, communication hasn't broken down entirely for the Navi side.
Yeah, that's the Navi we know. You know, keeping options open on the T side, working mid control, but just, you know, very careful with all of the layers on their attack. You know, making sure they can always do something else.
And it's not too late to still reclaim additional rounds in this T side. But still, a scary scene to just kind of see things break apart like that at the start of it.
The 2-op setup is reaping rounds.
Alive and strong.
Yeah, the Ninjas. So I don't think they should really change much. Keep doing what they're doing.
Although Kscreato has been repositioned. He was like this consistency towards Ticket. Now over towards Cat. Nice trade from Electronic. Just flies out of the palace. Kscreato gets the better of Simple. That one goes down towards mid. Fuzi. Oh, blinded.
Wow.
Nice utility usage there from Perfecto, helping Electronic, and then coming through with the bomb plant right off the back of it. Boomich close on jungle. Plopsky side of the smoke. Catches him. That one not expected. So Electronic and Perfecto here. 2 versus 3 in the post with a flash between the 2 of them. And Perfecto's going to be the one to draw attention. Smokes for the CTs, Incendiary and a frag. That's really going to cancel out Electronic, but that's the problem right there. Now they're not going to get the most out of that Incendiary. And Electronic, well, he could just swing out when the time comes. Perfecto in the meanwhile drops one. Plopsky down to the 2 seconds. 2 seconds on this defuse. All the way he's got it. They pull it out. And kscreato with the double op shots to give ninjas 9.
They use all of the bullets in their mag and they can't get the kill. And the smoke, they try to target him. That smoke goes down. No way. They even threw the smoke and incendiary at the same time at Palace and allowed for a way to NAVI, for NAVI to get back into it. Oh, some really great cover here from kscreato in those final moments. This is ridiculous. That's, I thought, what, you know, NAVI was a totally different NAVI right there. They went so quickly into connector, out for mid control. They didn't play any of the early round games, and that was actually a position where ninjas didn't have any connector presence for the first time in some time. And they got that quick opening kill. This time, ooh, it'll be denied, but they get one back, plus Rez is low.
Ooh, that's a big one. boomich getting the kill off Cat. This means Plopsky, it's his moment. It's his position that could still stop this in its tracks. 3 headshots from Plopsky, bomb included. And boomich, well now, the guy who kicked it all off has to also kick it over the line. And he's down. Plopsky, big round in the Palace apartments. He holds, plays close smoke, and just shreds NAVI.
Damn, we had boomich on a skateboard in those last moments, trying to get as many points as he could for all the movement, popping up in the window, but it's not enough to stop the plop. That's a 6 spray. I think he was in a kind of an unanticipated position. Once you get Hampus there in that spot, and they've seen B empty in the past, they could have very easily reasoned that he might have been alone the whole time. There he is. Hampus making another appearance on the board. Another opening kills. Rez last time. They got the 4v4 real quick, though. This time, there's no additional fight in front of him.
Shooting for that 11th CT round win. The defenders hungry for a mid-hold. Rez gonna be all right. Yeah, seems okay. Fire doesn't spread to his feet. Hampus distracts from the window spray. We've got Simple waiting for that cat peek, and the potential is there. Plopsky just around the boxes. Rez oversteps. And Bit will blast him away.
Blitz.
Yeah, big blitz from Bit.
What it was.
Oh, no. He jumps out window into the underpass, catching Bit on the fallback, keeping man advantage. 35 seconds, and Hampus goes for the stairs peek, shaving Perfecto off of the equation. Electronic and Simple, all that's left, but it's Fuzi in the 1v2.
Oh, man. He couldn't ask for more to work with here. Full kit, all the nades. No one's crossing to the site, but they've got Simple, and he can take any line that he wants. He has an op-up. Fuzi's got his work cut out for him. He's going to see this default cross, misses the first one.
Incendiary could be big. Lands right on top of Simple. That's going to flush him forward. But Deagle shots off target. A1S swat. Oh, whoa, wall bang. That works. But where'd Electronic go? That's the question. Just occupying Fuzi's mind. And with this lock in on Sandwich and time so far gone.
It's default, though.
Fuzi's
oh my God.
gonna lose this.
Wow.
Electronic picks up his kill, but what world are we living in where not a single player from NAVI has double digits in the kill department at the end of the first 15?
So hard to play against, so without a doubt.
But they didn't have the 87-0 streak, so you can't really put them on the same tier.
They could almost be S tier, but I feel like I'm not gonna put too many teams in S tier.
NIP 2014 as E.
Didn't NIP have that like insane record and everything? 2014, they must have been dominating, so I'll put them into S.
NIP 2014 ATA.
Honestly, I didn't watch NIP 2014, so like I don't have like a really good like scope. I just know that they won a lot, so I'll just put them at the A tier.
Oh, okay. No, you know what? The NIP 2014, put them as D.
And then C, I will put the 2014 NIP, also with Virtus Pro 2014.
I'm gonna put VP 2014 at C tier for pretty much the same reason as NIP. I honestly didn't watch them back then, but they didn't have the 87-0 streak, so can't really put them on the same tier.
VP 2014, I think it's A tier. I feel like VP was up there with the teams that were like dominating the others.
Virtus Pro 2014 also. I'm an authentic, I'm a bit nostalgic guys when I see this.
So on the S tier, I will put Virtus Pro 2014 for sure. So hard to play against, so without a doubt.
B, I will put Virtus Pro 2014 and Cloud9 2018 because it was really hard majors, and NIP 2014 as well, I think.
Cloud9 2018, I'm not sure if I'm underrating them, but I would maybe put into B tier. They were a really strong lineup, but I don't really remember them being that dominant during other tournaments.
Now let's put Cloud9 2018 to C tier. I think that their win was actually like really crazy, like the mental fortitude they had to have in that major to be able to come back.
Cloud9, I remember this overtime versus FaceClan on the Inferno. It was really stressful for players, I think, and like Virtus Pro in 2014, I was seeing these emotions, and I don't know, just want to put it to the B.
Actually, maybe that's why they should be a B tier.
Well, quite the day in the office for the likes of Hampus and Plopsky and the ninjas in pajamas in general. They've got a hell of a lead at the end of the first 15 here on map 3, but it is Navi on the CT side. So do we come into this with tempered expectations?
Yeah, I mean, based on what we've seen, it feels like, I'll put it this way, ninjas are playing good enough for sure, and Plopsky, hell of a day from him overall. It's not just one map. I mean, it's been awesome from him, and Hampus has been very consistent as well. So I don't know, man. I definitely don't think Navi are as good as ninjas right now, just period. And so why not? Let's see what the ninjas can do. See if they can close this out. They need 6, and they are getting all the entries.
He was flying. The Simple does get the headshot. They know he's here.
Yeah.
They must.
Oh my god, okay.
But keeps it clean, tries to turn it back on Rez. That would have been incredible. boomich, half health. Feels that he's being flanked, and poor guy just misses it. Turns back.
Imagine.
There's a chance. But with the ninjas picking up the second pistol, that's an 11-5 lead on map 3, getting ever closer to the top spot of this group.
Gotta feel like whatever ninjas did, you know, after the G2 match, like kind of a choke, I guess. I didn't look at it as a choke. I thought that G2 actually played really well, and ninjas kept a lot of the rounds competitive. If you look at the score lines, it just screams choke, but I don't think that was actually the case. And they have closed out today. I mean, again, not even really close overpass when they defeated Navi. And another great shot from Simple. But I mean, literally, Simple's still 12 and 13. He's hitting a number of nice shots, but that is the top frag on the map for Navi. At least it's Plopsky out. He's been a real threat.
Mm-hmm. So has Hampus. So eyes on him towards bottom mid. Uzi walking wounded.
That's an enormous kill. If it's not the top connector guy, then they're not even going to be able to start this approach towards the B site, but it's totally on now.
Little jump up here from Simple. Oh, Esatag sprays away with the Galil. Now it's going to have to be Perfecto to hold this B site.
Look at the late smoke down. Let's see if ninjas get scared. Yeah, they don't really have a reason to, but if they overthink it.
Panic can sink in on either end. boomich, that's quite a distance to fight with the CZ. Ooh, there goes the B player. So open wide for the taking.
Wait that smoke out. Plenty of time. Moving with a good tempo here. And Hampus, 2 rounds in a row coming through that window. We're going to keep a counter on that.
Ooh, but he's going to get sidelined. boomich hiding in the CT spawn. Take what you can get. AK save for electronics. Sends him to the next one. And that is a 12-5 Mirage lead
Yeah.
for Ninjas.
Just, man, they're T-side Mirage is great. It's can't even really see this getting flipped. I mean, Fuzi's missed so many shots, and he's still 16 and 11, and he also had some good rounds. He just kind of like drakened it this game, you know, a little bit.
Okay.
Some of the easy stuff, not so great. The only difference was like, okay, it's more of a JDM. Like the rifle work, you know. It's not
Anybody else you want to just throw under the bus while we're here?
little Makalele-ish, you know what I'm saying? With it, and you don't want that, you know. But he still put the other 16 kills, and you know we can remember some rounds that got them back into the game.
Galil's the name of the game for this B split, and patience too, right? We said like, let's see if Ninjas get scared, whether they get nervous, flustered, but nope. Wait out the utility, play your own, continue on. Huge advantage in that one, and they flex it. Now, of course, unfortunately for Navi, they still can't come into the buy, so 13-5 looking ever so likely, unless Electronic can pop off. But he is the bottom fragger for Navi at the moment.
Yeah, we'll see him on land.
Gets away from dodge, facing towards middle. Of course, the winner of this match goes on to play OG.
Oh, you should be able to block smokes even better, I feel like. It's...
Yeah, pick him up, throw him back.
Some of the low bounces that hit you,
just kick him.
I mean, literally blood comes out of you, but you can't stop the smoke. It stops you.
That's a good bounce. Goes past them, so CT's play within that pocket. Deagle pushing up. Oh, Plopsky saving his teammate, and Electronic not able to capitalize off the AK. So the threats have been quelled to the favor of the Ninjas. And Fuzi's got a bit of a perch to keep the CTs pushed back. Nice spray through, finding Vid. And poor Perfecto, he's doomed. You can't hear a thing right now.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Bombarded. This is a beating. Ninjas, now the test begins. Simple just bought the op the moment he could.
Yeah, insta.
He's ready to turn this one upside down. It's one thing to lose, but this is borderline embarrassing.
The fashion of which, yeah. Conversely, you know, no ops needed for the Ninjas. They went from the 2-op setup where it's welcome, there's so much space for it on the CT side, to just straight rifles, like, you know, favor mobility. And the CTs go for an aggressive option. Simple is out in the mid, and I think he gets counter flash, comes back, grabs Fuzi, and escapes. But what? They thought they were alone now in mid, but it was full mid control there for Ninjas. I mean, they had multiple players out there for a second. Electronic had no idea, and Simple's pissed about it. He wants to get this kill back.
Yeah, like a shark, man. He is circling right now. Blobsky, you better just hold.
Yeah.
Just hold. Simple will double back closer towards Ticket.
Hey, they weakened up mid a little bit. Makes sense to lean in this direction from underpass.
He leaves, and they take
They get
the
window
boost.
again. That's a third round this half. And you know what? No B players watching it once again. Simple's not going to find this timing.
Oh, and Boomich also not going to be able to succeed at the base of mid.
Oh, and now they don't even care, you know, like they've got other problems. They're curled up inside of ladder room, getting tormented by utility. Hampus gets his kill off Cat.
Bomb dropped.
Bit stuck in the window. The bomb?
Bomb drop bottom mid, 30 seconds.
They can go underpass to grab this, but oh, Simple gets one falling back. They kind of need to find this. Rez, so smart of him
20
to
seconds.
watch inside that window, and they've just got to huff it.
It's got a sprint. Thing is, Simple could get to the market window. He goes for middle instead. Rez
This slows him
confirms
down enough, yeah.
That's just enough to guarantee the bomb plant. And suddenly you have to think, Simple, this op far too valuable to try and run the 1v2 risk. But then again, it's Simple, and he's probably pissed at the situation that he's stuck in. So then just play the Simple factor.
Literally.
2 kills on the round. 4 to be had.
Might have enough information to like actually continue this with just the USP. Wow.
Plopsky on death's bed, right behind bench. A single bullet to the back would get it done.
Oh, he's skipping bench. Will he see it incidentally? That's the question.
Jumps up,
no.
and he's over. Plopsky, nicely played.
Yeah, and also Rez for getting that bomb back with the molly, but also watching the molly. How many times do you see someone throw a piece of utility and just assume like they're throwing it just cause? but they never expected to see someone there, and he just made sure they did that safely. Nice play from Hampus as well. If they didn't have that little bit extra, that bomb drop would have made things way worse. No site to go to.
Looked like there was that timing there. We said that like nobody was watching the flank from Hampus through the market, but I feel like if you play Nip on Mirage, you know that he likes to do that. And the way that they push those two players up catwalk for Bit to check bottom mid and stop the bomb in that timing, like Perfecto was almost in a spot where that flank nets them nothing.
Yeah.
Nearly.
Yeah, for sure. And when we looked at that the G2 Nip game, remember Hampus only went into window one time in overtime.
Yep.
That was it. So he's so tricky about that.
And we asked him about it after in the interview, I believe. Like, you know, should that have been thrown in round 30? Because it worked.
But that's around also. The other thing is that if you're not going to go into the window, you're not going to break the grate because then Hampus can't make that play. But they know that Simple was inside window, searching out a frag. So they had information that that grate was broken open, and they waited him out until he ended up leaving.
Now he's facing here towards Palace. Two riflers on the other end. Spotted from behind. Serves a perfect distraction. Simple gets swept away. 3 kills immediately here for the Ninjas. You cannot take away this 15th round win. Bit, Famas, bottom middle, that's something. And he actually doubles up. So it becomes a little curious, but still unlikely. Little to lose though. But this wounded animal, it's gonna have to retreat. They offer up 15, 10 map and match points, and while the winner goes on to face OG, it's the loser that'll be sent down to the last chance qualifier. Navi not knocked out just yet. It would be the first time in their history to ever be sent to the showdown. And we've seen great teams be sent to the showdown and come back and still make the finals of the season. But never has Navi been in that spot. And if they lose one more round, they could very well find themselves in that position.
Just want to give appropriate credit here to Plopsky for the day. I mean, again, has just kind of fallen to the wayside on the roster. I feel like didn't get a lot of space, came onto this team with a lot of promise, but never showed people anything. Just kind of like faded out, you know, in a big way. And it seemed like he was going to be the next to get cut if there was going to be somebody, and survived a couple of roster moves. But this has been a super solid day for him overall. And Fuzi as well. I mean, just coming up from the academy, he's got 95 ADR on the map so far. Definitely some work to do, but who thought there wouldn't be?
The op sharp. It's the rifles. The rifles have given him a hard time a couple of moments today, but look, he's not firing with rifles. Op connects, trades immediately onto Bit. That's Bit at 12 and 17. Potentially at the end of this match. What a shadow of themselves Navi have shown us here on Mirage. While the spotlight shines on the Ninjas, looking to finish this one on fire.
Wow, this is a pretty risky call. They're going to just all march through underpass. No one here at the top of mid. No one joining them on a palace lurk or anything like that. There is enough time to actually get in here, but, you know, by all accounts, it does feel like B is coming now. It feels, at the moment, after they push this A ramp and stuff, that, yeah, they've lost control of mid for some time, so maybe they'll come back and search it out. But there's a chance they die on this peak if they mess it up, and Electronic will get a dink off, but he's gone.
They're on high alert for the ramp push.
And they have lots of time still.
Oh,
he
but
comes out.
times it well. Kills Essetag for free. Gets back into the cover. Rez has the smoke to plant with. This is 3 CTs from 3 very separate directions. Simple over top of Ticket. Looking for Rez inside those smokes. That's Rez now found out. Boomich gonna try to find him, but meanwhile, Plopsky gets the opening kill versus Perfecto. So Simple and Boomich, that's all that's left.
Oh.
And Simple, with the shot through smoke, finds Rez like a homing missile. That bullet connects. Bomb halfway gone, and Plopsky dead to rights as Boomich gets another.
Okay.
And Navi keep on kicking.
Yeah, they live another day. How the hell does Simple find that? I don't know if he saw Rez before he got into the smoke or if he saw his shadow on the right side, which is possible. But either way, they're really searching for it. And it was this next attempt, I think, where he had spotted someone earlier. And oh my god, that's just insane.
Sure.
He was about to kill Boomich right there if he didn't get that shot off.
Okay.
So they have no idea how close that was, but Simple tried an empty shot through the smoke earlier. So he's going to give himself credit for that. Still pretty much dead team walking right now. But the only thing that can change this is just the thought of having to close the game when you haven't just yet.
Right. I haven't heard that term since the end of 2021. Double ops up, bit and simple.
Oh,
but foozie's also got one. 3 ops on the field.
He's clearing this. He's clearing that. Oh,
double
that's
for
boomage out.
A site soon to be under wraps.
And they're still just working on mid control with these 2 kills.
Yeah, those come in pretty quick. foozie takes to the top.
They know pretty much everyone's going to rotate in from CT. They're going really slowly, though.
Giving Plopsky a run for his money. 21 kills each.
They have not actually taken the site. This gives Navi a chance, but Navi could second guess themselves and think maybe this is just double back to B. You know, we would naturally rotate over to the A site. And honestly, it's just working. It's just working. They're starting to just overstack it and wait. But the bomb is still here on the ramp.
It's a false promise. Oh, bit. Crucial kill, simple as well.
There's 2 spotted. That's their move now. They get into it, but it's still 3v5 to 3v3.
And that smoke trajectory tells them they know all 3 positions of the CT side in a post plant to boot. foozie.
Well, that smoke is not going to give him cover forever.
Nope. He had a
One guy
sharp start.
Is he going to clear it?
Simple comes in, gets a frag. foozie. Oh, what is this position? Can't get back into the cover. Perfecto's going to gun him down. It's Essentag's turn. A 1v3 attempt with a flash high to the sky, the peak over top, and the CTs within that smoke. Simple is not going to give up.
Damn, what a shot.
3 frags for him in this one. Ops, a key piece. 4 of the 5 frags for Navi off of the snipers.
Why did they actually attack B from both sides, though? They gave this, and then they gave one up on what would have been a lurk, but the bomb was still on A ramp, so they could have had, you know, they could have had, a 5v3 wherever they want, if they went B or if they went A. Now, A was totally open. They didn't know that. That's fine. But if they're going to have one person come up mid and die, does there necessarily need to be a trade on B? You know, is Hampus in that position? Could he just be reinforcing the A attack? Was he the one who was supposed to take first contact? And that was the idea for him to search out B, but then he sensed an opportunity to jump on a refrag and make that round even easier? Maybe, but that was a mistake. You can kind of see the math behind it, why you just say, okay, just take this fight anyways, but either way, it gave them a clue to take the A site. They had a 3v3, they had the bomb down, and they had a chance. And then that awkward ass duel between foozie.
Yeah. I didn't like that.
Yeah, and CT.
But still, an abundance of money for the ninjas, so they'll buy in yet again. They're getting to the bottom of the coffers. Ooh, look at this B lead. A boost in sight. Interesting. We saw Simple here in the pistol round for Navi on the CT half.
I hate this boost.
It's weird with guns, eh?
It's just not like you're, if you have an A1S, forget about it. A4 at least is not as long, but you cannot turn it all without someone spotting you. It really just comes down to incompetence. Like if you don't get cleared, then you get away with it, but it's hard to multi-frag. Let's see if Electronic can make this work. They're taking so much damage here. And yeah, they won't clear into the site. He'll get his first frag. He can't find the second. And that's the thing. Your aim is so awkward in that position. 3 players now remaining. Simple will make his way up, but he's going to get shot in the side.
foozie finding him off the mark. 18 health for foozie, 29 on Hampus. Bit's going to have to come in through the catwalk. boomitz, he's playing around the market door, and all ninjas need to do right now is just lean back. A smoke thrown forward to create a bit of space. Bit honing in on these kills, but he's been spotted. foozie finishes it, and boomitz is down. The ninjas in pajamas with a BO3 victory over top of Navi. Reverse sweep in the series. And they stick this landing. Mirage was theirs through and through.
Yeah, and so was